Hi there, everybody. Welcome back for our reading for the week ahead. If you're new, very, very welcome. This is what we do every Monday to the best of my ability, if the powers that be allow. We do a reading every Monday to see what the energy is for the week ahead, what the week ahead holds for us, and any advice that I can give you going forward. All right, if you are regular, welcome back. Thank you very much. As usual, I'm very blessed to have all of you. I do not forget, and I'm eternally grateful for you being here. All right, so let's see what comes up. I'm using the Healing with the Angels Oracle deck today, and like I always say, if you do not believe in angels, that is not an issue. This is not about belief systems. This is about getting a message that's most important for you, and whichever archetype or deity or whatever comes up, it's the essence of the message that is most important. All right, because that's what we're asking for. So I just usually ask for a general energy of the week ahead and any advice or information that we need going forward, just to get us through the week a little bit easier, I do hope. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Healing with the Angels is a very straightforward deck, which I sometimes like to use for these readings, because we don't need a bunch of superfluous nonsense getting in the way when we just need some direction for whatever's coming. All right, so may I please see what the energy is for this week ahead of us? What's the general energy? There we go. Signs. Okay. I've been seeing a lot of synchronicities lately, actually. I go through stages, but strange things, and they seem almost irrelevant until they are relevant, and you, like, the penny drops, and I realize exactly why that's happening. So if that's happening for you as well, if you're getting like strange little synchronicities and memories about things, don't just write it off. It might be something worthwhile at the end of the day, and you'll think, oh, but I thought about this little toy that I had when I was young, or something like that, and you think, what nonsense. But a lot of the time it's not nonsense, or it's leading up to something else, so you'll see something similar later, and it's actually quite relevant. So that makes sense to me. I don't know who else might be experiencing that. What else do we need to know about this week ahead, please? Celebration. Okay, I've had some celebrations this past weekend and stuff, so I don't know if there's anything like that happening for somebody. It could often be something that, maybe you got results back from an exam. Maybe you've reached a milestone in your life. Maybe you literally went to a wedding or a birthday or something along these lines, or you've got one to celebrate yourself. So it looks like, if you don't have a literal celebration, I would say that this is learning to be optimistic and having that positive expectancy for an outcome. That can change the energy of an outcome. I really do believe that if we are expecting something to go wrong, expecting it not to go well, that's like praying for what you don't want, and that's a very dangerous thing to do. All right, especially when we're around the new moon or the full moon. Those are times when manifestation is quite high, so you don't want to be manifesting what you don't want. All right, stay in that positive state of expectancy that there is going to be something to be grateful for or celebrate, and send out gratitude, because gratitude, we are transmitters and receivers. And when we are transmitting gratitude, we are receiving abundance in all its shapes and forms, not just physically and, financially rewarding stuff, but rewarding things in other ways and abundance in other ways. So sending out that positive expectancy, that signal, and sending out gratitude bounces back in a positive way. But worrying and saying to yourself, this is not going to work out, that's a negative thing that you're sending out, that you're transmitting. And then what do you expect to receive back? All right, so that's a very important thing to know, because we send out signals all the time. We are transmitters. We transmit energy to other people. We transmit ideas. We transmit feelings and emotions, and people can pick up on that energy, and the universe can too. And if you're just doom and gloom and expecting the worst, that is what it's going to give you. If you're sending out gratitude for everything you have in this moment, even if it's not much, then they will say, oh, you are grateful, we'll give you some more. All right, so keep that in mind. And even if it's something that you've let go of, or someone you don't have a connection with anymore because that was not constructive for you, maybe that is something to celebrate, that you've gotten that thing or that person out of your life that was not really helpful, it was not the best thing for you on your path. And that's something to be grateful for, that that chapter has perhaps closed. Okay, let's see what else we got. All right. Can I please see what else we need to know for this week ahead, or any advice? Any advice for this week ahead that we also need, please? Yep, there's 2 of them. Children. This is interesting. I had a child's birthday yesterday. So celebrations and all of that is actually very interesting to see. And dreams. Dreams have certainly been a thing for me lately. I don't know if anybody else has. This reading's really speaking to me today, which doesn't always happen. I'm trying to fit them in nicely for you. Maybe we can do that. You have seen the celebration one already. Okay. All similar colors as well. That's quite interesting. If I have to go according to colors, which I kind of feel drawn to do here, sorry, I really don't mean to cut these off, but I don't have much space to work sometimes. But if we are looking at the colors, this is like crown chakra. This is our connectedness, that we feel connected to everything around us. This is also when I was talking about being transmitters and receivers and the celebration. All right, this is the color associated with spirit, with our connection to everything else and not feeling separated from the rest of the universe or the rest of the people on earth, whatever your belief system is. But it's about that connectedness, and it's about allowing yourself to receive those messages and to receive that guidance as well. And like I said, what you transmit and what you are transmitting goes, through the crown chakra. That is your message to the universe, so to speak. And your receptivity is also there in the crown and in the third eye, in your brow chakra area. That's where we transmit and receive spiritual information and guidance and our intuition and all of that. And then we've got these colors here, which is associated with the heart chakra. So these are things that I feel might be really important, or maybe are even emotionally based or connected to the emotions or people that we care about. And children is coming up. So I feel like, children have the ability to remind us what to be grateful for. They have the ability to remind us to celebrate and that life is not so serious. So sit down and play with a kid, or, if you don't have children around you, another wonderful thing to do is to spend time with animals. They also have that sense of wonder and innocence and just, unadulterated joy and positive expectancy. They really can just remind you about that, and for us not to take life so seriously. And the less seriously we take it, not pushing it to the limits of not taking responsibility or anything like that, but if we drop the seriousness sometimes, it actually increases the flow. It increases the flow of easy energy, things happening easily, running smoothly, and our trust in the universe. If you think about a child, they trust that the adults around them are going to look after them, all right? They're going to make sure that everything's okay. I can fall asleep in the car and I know when I get home, when I wake up, I'm going to be in my bed. Those kind of things. And we need to also remember that we can put that kind of faith in the universe. And if we have that kind of faith and we're sending out the gratitude, those are the kind of things that bring positive outcomes for us. If we do let go sometimes and let the universe have a part to play and let it orchestrate certain things for us or nudge us in the right direction, things flow very easily. And when we are in touch with our spirit guides, our guardians, our angels, our ancestors, when we allow them to co-create with us and we say, please show me what I need to do here, and we look for the signs, that's how they guide us. And that's when things really run smoothly and we have this ease in our lives. So to be a bit childlike in that sense and have that trust that the universe knows what it's doing, that it will provide, that is the best way to do it. Be like a child who knows if they fall asleep in the car, they're going to wake up in their beds. They will be looked after. Someone's going to carry them and put them where they belong. All right, we don't always have to force resolutions. We don't always have to worry that we're not on the right path if we are constantly in communication with Spirit and saying, please show me what I need to do here. Please show me what is possible in the situation. And I know I harp on about this, but I cannot emphasize enough how life-changing and effective it is to actually keep those two phrases in your mind and in your life at all times, because we sometimes forget and we get stuck in a rut and we're panicking about something and this is not working out and that's not working out, and we just focus on what's not working instead of just asking for help and say, please show me what I need to do here, show me what is possible in the situation, show me the other options, and I promise you the signs will come. They will show you. All right, pay attention to your dreams as well. This is like root chakra color. So this is about things in the physical 3D too. So I feel like we could maybe get some guidance around things we're struggling with. And your root chakra is associated with anything in the physical 3D. So it's like money, jobs. If any of these things are concerns, these are usually the things we panic about and send the wrong signals out about. Try to ask for guidance. Maybe there are some dreams coming through that can give you some foresight or help you to know what the next thing is to do. Or, you know, you might even have a daydream because you kind of space out a little bit and all of a sudden an idea comes. Because also when we are receptive and when we are quiet and we keep quiet, we shut our mouths and we sit still, we're in a receptive state. And that's when ideas come. That's when meditation is good. Meditation doesn't mean that you sit in one spot for an hour. You can just sit in the garden. And I say this every week too, but I never know who there might be that is new here and might need to hear this message. You just need to be still. And there's that saying, in the stillness you shall know me. That's when the messages come through. They cannot speak if we never shut up and if we're always calling the shots or we think we know best. We need to shut up, we need to sit down, and we need to be receptive. All right, so if you do struggle with that, try to discipline yourself a little bit more with that. If you're not getting enough sleep, maybe get more sleep. And yes, just try and have a restful time. And you can even try to set intentions before you fall asleep and say, please, if there are any important messages or something I need to know, let it come to me through my dreams and let me remember that dream. Let me recall it when I wake up. And a lot of people that really works for. It's not going to work for everybody. You always have to find your own way of connecting to Spirit, speaking to Spirit, receiving from Spirit. But we don't learn unless we do just keep quiet sometimes and allow them to speak or allow them to try and reach out to us. Okay, if we ask, we need to be quiet enough to listen for the answers. All right, so spend time with children and animals. Be receptive to all of this wonderful energy that's around you. Look out for signs and synchronicities, even if they seem really crazy at the time. There are things that can come from this, and be in a state of celebration, or if you are having a celebration, really immerse yourself in it. Enjoy it. All right, it's not a sin to enjoy yourself and do something a little bit silly, even if you're an adult. Okay. I wish you all a beautiful week, and I will chat to you again soon. Lots of love. Bye for now.